4:56 p.m. Thursday, February 11th, 2021. Episode number 844 of Oh Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan.
We still got it.
844 of Oh Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Happy anniversary, Seth.
Happy anniversary, Jonathan. Just writing down on my little index card.
These numbers are just getting too crazy for my brain.
I wrote down 0211 when I wrote 21. I said, that's not possible because the first time I ever wrote that on an index card, it said 021106. So how could it be?
I don't know.
It just is. Space and time.
I don't know.
It just is.
It's remarkable to be here.
It is a remarkable achievement to be across from you.
And
I feel
thank you
lucky
to everyone for getting us here.
Lucky that I met you.
I feel lucky that I've met you.
We met.
We just met.
We just met. I see all these kids starting podcasts like this week, this
what about,
month.
Like rich, well-established people?
This month, I said, hey, I guess in 15 years that would be 20. Can you do the math on the 2021, 31, 32, 33, 34, be 2036? They're going to be doing a podcast in 2036?
We will be.
We will be, Brie Larson.
That's all we got.
That's a lot to be said there. I'm going to...
We did... It's... If we had our way in the universe, we would be celebrating this anniversary
yes.
at a theater in Highland Park at Largo. No, what's it called?
It's called the Lodge Room.
See, it's just...
It's life, man.
Maybe I'm having early onset. Oh God, can you imagine having to watch me go through that on this show? Before you have
Cognitive
to finally
decline.
be like,
well,
we can't...
I'd be pull you aside a few times and be like, it's Grateful Dead, not Grateful Dodd. So that's Guy.
But that obviously got postponed until that has been postponed until my birthday.
It's even more appropriate.
Which who knows, if we'll make it to that. But this is I didn't realize when we pushed this week a couple of days, it seems so nice to be able to come to the new place. And
I did.
You knew this was
happening. I didn't
happening.
mention it. I let it happen organically like we've done
you're like,
for
Thursday
15
works,
years.
man. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, yeah, Tuesdays. Oh, you want to do Wednesday instead? Cool. Then waited. Phone call came in. Hey, can we do Thursday? Perfect.
But yeah.
February 11th, 2021, 15 years. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Susan Miller is one of the country's foremost astrologers. Okay? Her Astrology Zone column/website has been informing her acolytes for 25 years. She's been in this game. In this stars game.
But I mean, probably...
Oh, her whole life.
I mean, training to get to that.
A lifetime of training professionally in this game for a quarter century. A lot of astrology critics have been pointing out that no astrologers are really foretold of what kind of a shit show 2020 was going to be. No one really
said
Nostradamus it out there.
Here we go.
She was on a morning show, actually, in January of 2020 in New York City. 2020? Oh, this is a great year. That it will be a prosperous year for Jeff Bezos. This will be a great year for Bezos. This will be a highly prosperous year for Bezos. She just edits that in now on her YouTube, like, only for Bezos. So she was there. She defended herself recently on that January 2020 talk. Had I known Pluto causes viruses, and he was meeting with Jupiter, who expands everything he touches, Henceforth, so on. Yes.
So
first of all, you didn't know.
you didn't know that Pluto makes viruses.
You didn't know that he's
He's a virus king.
That's it. The virus whisperer. You didn't know that. You should know that. You've been in the game professionally for a quarter century. You've been in it your whole life. Everybody knows that.
So you didn't know that.
Everybody knows that about Pluto. But he was meeting with Jupiter. I guess they chop it up.
Occasionally
Chop it
every
up.
1,000 years or
and
something.
everybody knows that Jupiter, he's always just expanding everything
That he touches.
that he touches.
Are they all he's?
It's crass.
Any she's?
I think
Any theys?
Saturn is a they. Identifies as a they. I think Saturn.
Okay.
The rings. Does Saturn have rings? So, had she known, should have known, first of all, do your homework. Everybody know that.
Yeah.
And so, mea culpa. That's okay. So still read my column. And by read, I mean give me money and read this column and find out what's going on.
So any predictions about 2021?
Amazing year. Prosperous. For Bezos. Guess you could really do that.
It's a couple other people made some money, but yeah, just only just a handful.
Not all of us.
No.
Some of them.
It may last for 180 days, but Oceania's 2023 World Cruise took only one single day to sell out entirely. In a sign of the pent-up demand for cruise travel, the lines around the world in 180 days World Cruise departing aboard Insignia sold out on January 27th, the same day it was open to bookings from the general public. Oceania estimates more than 1/3 of all bookings came from first-time cruisers who had never before who had never before sailed with the line, while roughly 20% of all passengers booked on the journey opted to extend their voyage to 218 days. Departing on January 5th, 2023, aboard Insignia, the 180-day voyage departs from San Francisco and visits South America, Antarctica, Africa, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, and concludes by sailing the Bering Sea, Alaska, and then the U.S. West Coast. Additional segments were offered, including a 200-day journey ending in New York, or a 218-day exploration departing in Miami on December 28th and concluding in New York. Oceania's around the world in 180 days voyages are among the industry's longest world cruises. There's longer ones?
I mean...
The average voyage is around the world lasts about 120 days.
Okay. Bye. I'll see you.
In 260
see you in a few years.
days.
That could just be... It could be an entire ship filled with people that know they have, like, I have 6 months to live.
So you're just going to be on
I'm
a ship?
I'm going to this boat. And I'm going to just see it. I want to see that peninsula, that Russian... I've always...
Kamchatka?
Top of my bucket list. It was always... I would go to Lambeau, see a playoff game in Lambeau.
In the Russian peninsula.
And then I want to see that Russian peninsula. And I have 6 months to live. Goodbye, family. I'm not going to deal with any of this bullshit. You figured out your fucking selves. And get everyone just walks on board. Goodbye.
I mean, I ponder whether I could handle a 2-week one that goes like to Jamaica or whatever, like up into the glaciers and back, or like, I mean, isn't there ones that you can just take one way and then you just fly back? You don't like double back on
errands
yourself.
for 2 hours. I got to get back here and just like touch base. Goodbye.
How old are these people? Are all retirees?
Oh, well, it can't be anyone with anything to do. You know,
everyone works from home now. Maybe they can.
They can just bring
that graphic designer.
Just bring my laptop on.
Brand ambassador.
I'm gonna code. I'm a brand ambassador. So I'm just gonna go and do it. It's a new beverage. I'm gonna drink the beverage in every port, and it'll be like, look at me.
Look at me go.
Look at me go.
180 days.
What's that? Shrimp? Is that shrimp scampi?
What is that?
Let me dip that.
What is a cocktail?
This is good. Couldn't even imagine.
Casinos, live entertainment,
It's all there.
buffets,
I'm having a heart attack.
ballrooms,
It's fine.
hospitals.
There's a doctor. There's a hospital right here. I'd love a haircut. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Get your mask off.
What
No
about
mask
plastic
allowed.
surgery? Can you get
What?
any plastic
I
surgery?
would love.
Because that way you get it, you leave,
Come back
you
and-
come back
yeah.
all healed, you're good to go.
Who is this person? Is that
Look
my
at this-
grandma?
Look at this work. Look
at that
This nice work you got.
Fucking Gilf. Who is that Gilf? That's your grandma.
That's your grandma.
She's one on a 2-year cruise.
Have some respect.
You know, I want to fucking give a shout out to Fiverr. They've treated us right, and with that Super Bowl ad, they treated America right.
I didn't see it.
Fiverr came up.
Wait,
That's a glow up right there.
what was it? Your girl
It
doing
was
the
it was
voiceover?
her doing drops, and she was just like, America through the eyes. They kind of underlay that underneath the commercial.
The
It
whole
was
commercial.
for the Four Seasons Total Landscaping. The debacle at Four Seasons. So they got the woman that runs Four Seasons, and they made a crazy, trippy commercial with her where, like, they go into her warehouse, and it's like a fantastical landscaped garden dreamscape. And then our girl comes out with Nastasia, and they giggle, and they say, Four Seasons Total Landscaping. And there's a heavy jet drop, beep, beep, like the jet engines come in, similar to what our producer drops. It's good to see Fiverr make that come up right when we're in the mix with them.
That's a big come up.
How's your Super Bowl producer drop commercial where you advertise that you're the only place for producer tags during the Super Bowl? Good job. Congratulations.
And then there was a sci-tie, a Fiverr, a sci-tie.
Always is. They always, I don't know if they throw local or if that goes nationwide. I don't know if people in Kansas City, if there's any
They
centers in
see
Kansas
that?
City. We see it. They let us know.
I
Rips to
didn't watch any
Rips
of
to
them.
Chick Corea.
Only one, Rips to Chick. Probably only Scientologist I'll ever
That
pay
you'll
my
ever,
res-
yeah.
pay my
Only
respects
jazz fusion Scientologist you'll ever listen to.
to. Yeah, I only saw the one Edward Scissorhands commercial. That's the only one I saw.
With your boy Timothy, or my boy.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
You don't care about him?
What? I never saw the fucking. I mean, maybe after Dune.
Oh, then you're going to be in. When you go sci-fi.
You know.
I have got from Snopes. I was on Snopes getting some things cleared up is what I do when I'm on Snopes. I have a question. I'm going to go to Snopes. The claim Keanu Reeves is Sandra Bullock's son. I was like, what?
Where did you?
I got to go to Snopes. I got to go to Snopes.
You felt
'Cause wait a
obligated.
minute. Wait a minute.
Where did you see this originally?
Internet.
What does that mean?
On the internet. Snopes says that's a false claim.
Okay, good to know.
Good to know. They've got a picture that they used to get me in. It's both of them at the June 7th, 1994 premiere of Speed.
79
Grauman's Chinese Theater.
at the Emmys in 1979.
What I learned is they're both the exact same age, so that would make it very difficult for Keanu Reeves to be Sandra Bullock's son. It was interesting. The picture is from 1994 at the premiere of Speed. Snopes launched in 1994 as the Urban Legends reference pages. I don't know if that's another conspiracy. Now, in January of 2021, an online advertisement featured a photograph of Hollywood actors Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves, claiming that Reeves was Bullock's son. Promoting a website named Direct Healthy, the ad claimed Sandra Bullock's son is all grown up, and he may look familiar to you. And he did. I was like, that's Keanu Reeves.
That looks just like Keanu Reeves.
Exactly like him. So I went to Snopes.
So Snopes used to be called...
The Urban Legends reference pages back in 94.
I was on there.
Oh, fuck yeah, you were. Slenderman, was he around yet?
I don't know.
Slenderman around yet? Now, Reeves is not Bullock's son, according to Snopes.
Okay, we've established that.
The misleading online advertisement led to a slideshow article with 200 pages, with Bullock's page, the very last one. Readers had to click next page about 195 times to reach it. So that's me. Just like, I gotta find this out. Placing the answer readers are looking for near the end of a long slideshow article is a common tactic of an advertising strategy known as arbitrage. The idea was to make more money on ads displayed on the pages than it cost to pay for the initial ad that lured readers there in the first place. So I can only imagine a grandma, a mom, somewhere in the country like, holy shit, I had no idea that Keanu Reeves was Sandra Bullock's son. I'm going to click through. Next it says, Mom!
But what's the last picture?
The last picture
Is of her son?
is of the two of them saying it's her son. They don't say on Direct Healthy that it's not.
They never
tell you, no,
Jonathan.
no, Jesse James was not her son. Was her
James
lover.
Is Keanu Reeves' father.
Jesse James is Keanu Reeves' father. What? Let me go through this slideshow. And then each slideshow kept me going, and
they give you just enough in those ones.
Just enough.
Just click one more.
Like sexy athlete girlfriends. Ah, fuck.
I'm back.
I want to see who this one was.
How did I?
Fuck.
So many tabs.
So much arbitrage. They
so
got
much
me
arbitrage.
on Direct Healthy.
Dr. Arbitrage.
The internet's a wild place, dog.
It's a shitty place.
It's a wild place. But Snopes laid it down for us. Like the way they do, since they've been doing since 1990 motherfucking 4.
Since the Urban Myth archive.
Yeah.
Urban Myth pages.
If you go on the fucking way back, you can get the real. I mean, they will let you know. They're the same age, Seth.
Don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it. Don't think when you were watching Speed, you were watching some creepy shit. You weren't. I mean, you were. Because that's probably a crazy-ass movie. I'd like to dip. We should dip back into Speed and see how that's holding up. A little D-hop. It's on the bus. The bus can't go. What's the concept of this movie?
Can't go.
The bus can't like go below a certain
go below a certain speed, which is a clever.
Is it though? Is that clever?
Gotta keep this thing going.
Gotta watch Speed. It keeps it going. I'm on the bus. I can't slow this fucking thing down.
Speed it up.
Does he jump on the bus or jump off the bus? Or she's the bus driver?
I don't know.
We gotta watch
bus
Speed.
Driver? Is Jackie Chan in it?
I think Jackie Chan is the bus driver. That's a separate spin-off. Thank you.
Does she drive the bus?
I think at some point she must be driving the bus.
She has to at some point.
But what are we doing here?
Why
am I watching this if you don't eventually take over the wheel of the bus? That's Yonda Speed.
A pilot preparing to pull a passenger jet away from an airport gate forgot to disengage the parking brake, damaging part of a towing vehicle that was trying to pull the plane to the runway. While another pilot had so much trouble landing a passenger jet on a windy day that it took 3 tries before the plane actually touched down successfully. In yet another incident, the first officer forgot to turn on the anti-icing mechanism that ensures the altitude and airspeed sensors on the outside of the plane are not blocked by ice. Luckily for the passenger, the plane completed its flight without problems. These incidents are among at least a dozen flying errors and mishaps since May that pilots and first officers have attributed, at least in part, to being out of practice due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which has pushed air travel demand to the lowest levels in decades and has kept them away from flying for quite some time.
I don't know how to do it.
I forgot how to do this. Quote, because I had not flown in a few months, I was rusty.
What?
The first officer who forgot to activate the anti-icing mechanism said in an anonymous report to a safety reporting system run by NASA, quote, I felt that my recollection was strong enough, but in reality, I should have taken some time to review. Aviation experts and airline representatives acknowledge that when pilots are inactive for several months, their skills and proficiency deteriorate. Among the most common errors are coming in too fast or too high.
God, we're really like... Is that the runway?
Forgetting to get clearance from the air traffic control tower before descending to a lower altitude.
I'll land where the fuck I want to land.
I'll tell you when I'm coming. You'll see me.
You don't think you're going to see this fucking plane? Trust. Guys, you don't do anything. Flying a plane, you don't do anything. If you didn't drive a car for a few months, would you crash the car? I mean, Jonathan, I crashed. I was on the wrong side of the road. I was thinking back to Spain. I'm rusty.
I'm so rusty.
I'm rusty. Riding a bike. It's like riding a bike, or is it? Or is it a plane? You don't do anything. Oh, shit. I thought I could just kind of like defrost it. I can't fucking see anything. Yeah, dog. You can't. You know, we just passed the runway, sir. Did we? Oh, shit.
Look, let me get back at it.
Let me circle back. Yeah. Literally, they start. I don't know how they do it. There's a bunch of buttons. Click, 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 click.
And then when
The thing goes up, and then the two of them fall asleep.
Eat a tuna sandwich.
Yeah, have a bad tuna sandwich, get a tummy ache, fall asleep. We're all back there watching shitty movies, holding on for dear life at the slightest bit of turbulence, thinking the whole thing's going down. Probably isn't. Could, though. That's the problem.
Could.
Sometimes they do. Probably isn't.
Often.
But they often do. Not even... Never really happens,
so
but it has happened before.
Recently.
You know, it don't happen in the domestic
Occasionally
flights.
happens.
Has happened.
Happens.
Happens.
Happens. Does happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, if you were driving around your car and that happened in your car, the way it happened up there, that would still scare you even on the ground. If you were driving down Melrose and I made your car shake just driving the way turbulence does, that would scare you for a second, even if you were in control on the ground.
Or just that feeling of like your balls like going into your body.
20,000 feet in a second. I don't know what it is. It's probably 2 feet.
It's like 200 feet.
It's no feet, but whatever.
Like hitting a little air pocket like that.
Yeah, and then someone screams out Jesus, but not in like fucking Jesus. They're like, Jesus! And then you're like, oh God. And not like, oh God, like, oh God, but like, oh God. I don't know how to fly anymore.
I'm so rusty.
I am so rusty. Dog, what? You're not good then at it.
I'm so stressed out and rusty.
I don't know how to fucking fly this thing. Well, then don't fly it.
I thought I did.
Oh, I just realized I don't know how to fly this thing. Oh my God, my co-pilot's asleep. Ah, fuck, I can't go back there because the whole thing with the flight attendant. I'm so rude to her, can't talk to her. Anybody know how to fly this? Are there any pilots on this plane? Is there a pilot on the plane? Yeah, you! Sorry.
I forgot.
I haven't flown in 3 months, so I forgot what I've been doing for 20 years. You think if we took 3 months off from this podcast, I'd drop the microphone?
Well,
Call you Jerry?
I've cocked up a good couple,
Yes,
you know.
yeah.
But there was a lot of elements.
How are we doing here? I got lights on. We recording.
Everything's going, bro.
This light's flashing. That's good.
Everything's good.
Hollywood, baby.
It's Hollywood.
It's motherfucking Hollywood.
The people outside know.
You know, in Chinatown, when he says it's Chinatown, he was going to say
it's
Hollywood.
Seth. Scores of Roman Catholic dioceses in the U.S. had more than $10 billion in cash and other readily available funds when they received at least $1.5 billion from the nation's emergency relief program for small businesses slammed by the coronavirus.
You know that old small business, the diocese.
The Catholic Church.
What? You know, there's there's a little juice place. There's a barber shop. The fucking diocese.
The Vatican.
You know, with the stained glass, the windows, the big old building. That old business.
Taxpayer-backed aid from the Paycheck Protection Program.
Oh, these motherfuckers.
Was supposed to help recipients that lacked a kind of financial safety net that cash and short-term assets provide. While the diocese, their churches and schools went into the pandemic with billions, the cash catastrophe that church leaders feared did not materialize.
No.
The Associated Press found. New financial statements that several dozen dioceses have posted for 2020 show available resources improved despite the pandemic's hard early months.
Look at us.
The same time they sought paycheck protection and aid, the pattern held whether a diocese was big or small, urban or rural, east or west, north or south.
These motherfuckers have to be stopped.
Straight cash grab.
These motherfuckers are so unethical. What's the book you read? It can't be the Bible. Because the Bible has to say good shit, to do good shit. You don't pay taxes. What the fuck are you doing getting more money? Well, you don't understand. We have to molest all of them. And do you know how much money that costs to fuck every goddamn kid in this diocese? It costs money. They killed it during the pandemic because in a time when like people that go to church and believe in like that, if you say, well, this is just, it's in the book.
It's the plague.
It's the thing. It's the stuff. We're only here. I told you. Where you going to go? We're all going to die. Money, 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 money. Pass that down. People like, you have no money for the kids and the food, but I gotta. These are my dogs. I gotta. This stained glass windows. You know how much it costs to get the stick to get the dust off the window?
Up there?
Up there? That's a 600-foot up there. Yeah, but your windows are broken in your rundown apartment and it's freezing and the kids they sleep with ski parkas on. But it's okay because we're only here for a second.
These guys
this
take care of
is
us.
ski parkers for eternity. Heaven is like a giant like Patagonia mongoose, triple fat goose. Don't you get it? Money, 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 money. So you don't pay taxes. You collect more money when it gets off the rails. You do even better. And then you're like, hey, can we get money? Because we only have billions and I would like some. I'd break some off for a small business. You know what the business is over here? The business of fucking kids. And that's a solid business. I don't know if they do anything else. They must do other stuff. They must like give out soup and shit to people that want to eat. I think. It can't only just fuck kids, I think.
Yeah.
You only work 1 day a week. I mean, literally, they have got it figured out.
Yeah.
Oh, I work Sunday. Can I have money? Why? Well...
Small business?
Small business lawsuits. The kids really complain a lot more lately. Back in the day, zipped it. We just told them, like...
Don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
And they didn't.
Or you go to hell. And for like 1,000 years, they listened. Somehow, everything... cancel culture... Somehow cancel culture rolled around. Now everyone's in therapy. Wants to talk about their childhood trauma. Oh, brother. Had it so good. Oh, so now, because they're raging alcoholics, because they got fucked for 6 years by their parish priest, oh, now they want to talk about it. My life is fucked up because I got fucked for 6 years. Blah, 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 blah. So did I.
It's
a crazy old system.
It's a crazy system that...
A lot of things we need to address.
Well, that alone, but the fact that they're still eligible to receive
like who
assistance,
the oversight that they
is just...
Hold on, the diocese needs
$1 billion. If you can't make that racket work on your own, you don't get helped from it. Like, you don't get help as well as all the help that you get.
You already get all the help. You don't pay taxes in the first place. Oh, we need more help.
Doing this.
I live in Los Angeles. I work at a dispensary. Hence, I'm a tier 1 frontline healthcare worker, and I'd like my vaccine now. What? Yeah. Well, that's how it's going to be. What?
But there's algebra teachers.
This algebra teacher is so old.
Tier 2.
I deliver weed, so shut the fuck up. Is it medicinal marijuana? Is that what we call it?
Medicine.
Medicine?
Thank you.
I'm a tier 1 frontline healthcare worker.
Now deliver my medicine.
You're an ER nurse that works in a coronavirus ward? Yes. Yes, I am. Weed.
May as well be.
Gummy weed.
Might as well be.
Okay.
I know.
These people look so young. Yeah. They're all 20. Well, God, do they have a pre-existing condition? Yeah. They get lifted. The pre-existing condition is that they faded. And I need my weed. So get them the vaccine. Really? Before this 78-year-old algebra teacher? Fuck that bitch. What does she got? She got dank shit?
She got the gas or what?
She ain't got shit. Quadratic equations.
Smoking loud? Because
You smoking loud because I get dank shit over here.
Give me my vax.
Now give me my vax. Okay. I've got a cigar aficionado here.
I used to get that magazine delivered.
It's a good magazine. Got The Rock on the cover letting me know about cigars. I'd love to just kick back with The Rock. Smoke a stove with some scotch.
Schwarzenegger and The Rock.
Schwarzenegger, The Rock, Roma. Puffing on a fucking stanky ass stove. Well, They got the 25 best cigars of the year. Now, at number 24...
These are all non-Cubans?
These are all... Every cigar is like Cuban, Ecuadorian, Nicaragua.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, are there Cubans in the mix?
Yeah. There's only one. The number 24 cigar is the only cigar in our top 25 that's made in the USA.
Okay.
All the other ones are made. Nicaragua seemed to be...
It's a big one. Honduras, Nicaragua. We
should go to Nicaragua. We should do a fucking...
Dominican, Cubans.
You know, a lot of people are going to do...
Opus X on there, number 2.
Oh, do you like that Fuente? Opus X Double Robusto?
Smoked that.
I smoked that, actually, down in Key Largo with Jimmy Buffett.
It's a very good cigar.
That's a strong smoke. It stinks like shit. Just like all of them.
That's a good cigar.
Anyway.
Opus X was incredibly difficult to get.
Can't get it. Well, this magazine didn't say you can get it. It just said, we get them, and these are the best. This is the Herrera Esteli Miami Short Corona Gorda. Is the only cigar in our top 25 that's made in the USA.
It's made in Florida?
It's made in a factory in Miami's Little Havana.
Yeah.
Now, this brand, this Nicaraguan tobacco, held together by an Ecuadorian Sumatran binder. It's nutty. Outer. It's cedary.
It's a Herrera?
It's a... What does that mean?
The brand?
Dominican and Nicaraguan tobacco held together by an Ecuadorian Sumatran binder.
What is it called?
It's called the Herrera Esteli Miami Short Corona Gorda.
Yeah.
Nutty. Cedary. Distinct notes of cinnamon, cardamom, and brown sugar. And shit stank! Because cigars smell like shit.
But they taste different than they smell.
Okay. You might smell fecal matter. I've got cinnamon. And so that's the difference. And I'm sorry that this smoke has now infiltrated 40 other people that don't want it. And you all smell like fucking shit. But over here, with Roma and The Rock and the Terminator, it's cardamom perfection. How about the number 1 cigar of the year, the EP Carrillo Prej Prequel? What's interesting about this, it's the number 1 cigar of the year. The wrapper is a Cuban seed variant grown in Connecticut. Very interesting. Aptly called the Connecticut, I can't read, Habano. Now, this smoke, it's bold. Has to be. You're not going to tell me this smoke ain't going to be bold. Oh, you're the number 1 cigar? Well, you better be dramatic and bold. Every fucking thing. It's this show, Open House, like a real estate show, goes to beautiful houses. I have not heard one interior decorator not use the phrase when describing their work as dramatic. Oh, God, when you walk into this room, it's dramatic. Next person. What I like to do is create drama. You know what? I'll bring somebody from this room, but when I bring them into the main room, I want to scare them with dramatique. Now, this is bold. It's a delicious smoke. It delivers flavor, zesty parcels of spicy oak, licorice,
pizza,
black cherry, pepperoni pie, and black pepper. Baking spices sing like a holiday chorus. What is that? What is that? And when you think you've tasted all that the cigar... So you're... All right, I'm with The Rock. I kick back. I'm like, Dwayne, I think I've taken in all the cigar has to offer. The Terminator, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger, kindergarten cop, leans forward and says... Wait a minute. A warm, familiar note of baked apple settles across my palate. Is that apple pie on the windowsill? You know what, people, it's very American. You out on the window, you see a cooling, freshly baked apple pie, and it brings the whole neighborhood together. What I'd like to do is put out cigars and let that aroma, and then just watch everyone. Usually people... They come towards it. Ooh, is that a cigar? Let me get it on my clothing. and ruin everyone's day. But you say I'm interpreting this outside of the cigar. You need to be inside of the wrapped paper. It's not for me standing in the room giving everybody side eye because they're smoking a cigar. It's for the person enjoying the cigar.
I would say that's probably why the invention that the cigar lounge still exists is because there is
rich white guys. Yes, but go
also
on.
that it's a very challenging
hobby.
Yeah.
Fragrant, bountiful hobby.
I mean, they really do smell strong.
Oh, they're very strong. And I ain't talking about no fucking vape. What is that? Is that strawberry kiwi ice? No.
No, but also that
it's more shit.
dissipates so quickly.
It's more shit.
It's horse shit mostly.
It's mostly horse shit with baked apple cardamom. Want some?
But you can't taste that.
But you
can't smell that.
You wouldn't get it because you're not the Rock. So
it's
a strong smell. But these are the best.
I can't remember the last time I smoked a cigar.
We got to get you in that EP Carrillo Pledge prequel.
I would smoke one of those.
Tell me more about that Fuente
Dog.
Opus X Double Robusto. Double Fuente, because one Fuente is not enough.
It's an Arturo Fuente, which is crazy because it was a Dominican cigar that was pulling prices that far surpassed Cuban cigars at the time when they first came out. Back when Cuban cigars you weren't allowed to get them here, which I believe obviously that's loosened up a bit. But they were incredibly rare. They're made in very small.
Exclusivity. It says it right here.
Yeah. Still.
Well, it's known for its power. It's got baking spices. They all got the baking spices, even the good ones and even the bad ones.
It's all tobacco. So, I mean...
Caramel. Was that caramel? Booze, cherry, cordial, and also a hearty rum barrel finish. I'm getting hints of a rum barrel finish.
I mean, I think if you look at because also it's a lot of Scotch drinkers and cigar smokers, it's like a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Is it possible?
Strong.
Is it a
sense? Strong,
earthy tones of baking spices.
People like to get.
They like to talk about it.
Well, that too. But
they
also,
love
we're
to talk
talking
about
things that are very.
Love to spend time on it,
on the senses.
money,
very
on the wallet, and really like to talk about it. Sometimes people, they have hobbies. They're very specific hobbies. You don't want to tell them, hey,
this is stupid.
This is stupid and it smells like shit. Because they'll slap your face. They'll tell you don't know.
You've never
got to be an expert.
You ever tasted a cigar?
Maybe what's that? Like, we won. Like what?
It's a boy.
We are the champions. It's a boy. Boosh. When I was in the fucking, they let you in the delivery room back in the day. Me and the boys, we used to hang out, pace in the lobby. Have a cup of Joe. Hey, she's still alive? Better be a boy. Now, you fucking dudes in there, double GoPro, fucking 3D fucking zooming it now. Look, Dad. That's your daughter-in-law's pussy with your grandkid coming out of it. Some things can still be, that's a beautiful thing. Birth, absolute miracle. Some things have to still just be, you just don't.
Private?
Not sacred? Even private. You want to have other help there and medical personnel. It might not have to go on live.
No.
Oh, I gotta get this. Like and subscribe. That's my baby.
Crownin'.
Smash the like button on this Crown and Vag. We're a couple. We have a YouTube channel. We only have babies. It's every 9 months we have a new video of a baby being born. I used to sit out in the fucking waiting room with you and the boys. We would just fucking pacing back and forth.
Church and Dwight, which I actually didn't know. I didn't know this, is the parent company of Trojan Condoms.
Okay.
I thought Trojan Condoms were their own masters.
Well, I think that everybody except UhhYeahDude
is owned by some conglomerate. Now, Trojan condoms, America's most trusted
Yeah, 'cause
condom.
you know, like, hey, do you want to go to the pharmacy? Do you have a Church and Dwight's?
Let me get a pack of C&Ds.
I need some C&Ds. C&Ds for this old.
for this
For
D.
C, cunts and dicks.
For C and this
C&D for C&D. Church and Dwight for cunts and dicks.
You see a D, C and D.
You know what I'm talking about? Sir, do you mean Trojan brand condoms? I do. My bad.
America's most trusted condom brand. They had a tough 2020
Oh, man, they really got fucking slaughtered.
with the old pandemic, but they are very optimistic about 2021
I bet they are.
and these social interaction categories.
Oh, okay.
That space will be filled
I
now.
love that space.
That we have that space will be filled now that we have a vaccine. 18 to 24-year-olds can't wait to get their social lives back,
Yeah, get their fucking back.
and with getting back into bars and college campuses,
Oh my
reopening
God.
things.
Trojan's about to fucking make a killing.
All looks very promising. 2020 was still lucrative for the company because they own first response pregnancy tests, which saw apparently a huge uptick
Unbelievable.
in sales last year.
Unbelievable.
I
Couples
guess-
raw dogging. Well, we got the product you're gonna need over here. So you win either way,
Oh.
Church and Dwight.
C&D.
It's
Winning
unbelievable.
either way.
Oh, people can't fuck. Oh, so they're probably gonna be able. Oh, you have kids? You doing condoms? Oh, we'll just get the test to let you know. What do you want?
Which do you wait?
What do
Which
you
way
want?
Do you want it?
You want fuck or not fuck? We own all the companies. We fucking, we make money. We ain't fucking. Who cares? See you next year. They probably own the vaccine too. Third of Pfizer. Church and Dwight owns a third of Pfizer. It's all fine. 9 people own everything except UhhYeahDude. Only 2
No.
mother. You know what? No, I shouldn't say 2 people.
Everyone.
Everyone.
The whole world.
The
owns
whole
it.
world owns this podcast. Fuck.
Equal shares.
Equal shares of
Amongst-
laughter
of all
amongst
people.
all. Have some.
Man, woman, and child.
Man, woman, child. What's taking so long in there? Last one she knocked out in 16. What are you talking about? I'm talking about my kids. Yeah, I guess that was. When do you think who's the first father to be in the fucking delivery room? When was the? Because that was probably like. I mean, it was unheard of unless
Was
these
it?
old movies I'm watching. Unless that's all like fake. Maybe.
I don't know.
I want to know. I need an OBGYN. I need somebody to let me know. It's done the research. Roughly when did fathers or baby daddies, husbands, whatever, when were they allowed in the mix? I need to know that.
I thought they were always allowed, but they couldn't.
Oh, but there was
They couldn't handle it or something, so they just chose to like.
So they chose to like complain.
But that's maybe dumb movie
It's all
shit.
movie shit. Because all I'm thinking is a greasy guy with like a tank top on and slacks, and he's
Like
yelling
straight
at
out
everybody.
of work. Like
Straight
I
out of
just
work,
got from the shop.
yelling at everybody. And I don't know if that's real or if it's just
You
my
better take care of
my
her.
movie
She
imagine,
better
my
be-
movie
you
brain.
better
I
not
have.
hurt her in any way.
Don't hurt her! I'll fucking kill you! Don't hurt her! What do you hurt her? I'm trying to have your baby. You fucking hurt her, you'll find out. I love you, Sally.
I'll be out
Okay.
here smoking.
I'll be out here with the boys. It's a boy. And then
Better
they
be a boy.
smoke. Better be a boy again. I got 6 boys. Is that a thing too? It seems like back in the day, like there'd be like 10 kids and they'd all be boys. Is that a thing, or is that just that's a movie?
I
thing
don't
too?
know. That's a movie thing too.
Hey, we're the Mulligans. There's 9 of us. We're all boys. There's no girls? Nah. I'm the littlest Mulligan. Like Gronk. They're all just like boys. How does that happen? I don't know what it is. Is it like, what do you eat? Is it? I don't know what it is. Is it the spoon?
It's chromosome.
It's
Some
chromosome.
chromosoidal.
Something like too much coffee does it? This way or that way? I mean, you flip a coin, you don't know. Is that an old wives' tale? Do you know like what, if you have missionary, that's all I'm living. It's half of all this dumb knowledge is from bad old movies.
Snopes and bad movies.
Snopes and movies is all my
Pretty much
reference
that's
for
all I got.
everything. Like apple. I'm thinking apple pie. I haven't seen apple pie on a windowsill. It hasn't happened in 60 fucking years.
Never seen it.
I'm thinking like when I was a kid of like.
I've never seen it. I've only seen it
Couldn't happen.
in like old timey cartoons. and
Right,
stuff.
it's not a thing.
Where
It's like
somebody,
like a Bugs Bunny.
kid in the neighborhood steals the pie.
Yeah, like
'cause he
get the
can't
pie. He's got 1 tooth. He's a bad influence. Run!
slingshot.
Yeah, a slingshot. You mean a fucking AR-15?
Church and Dwight.
Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty then. man. Let me put on the old readers.
Okay.
I want to put it right down here. I've been married for almost 40 years. Pretty much happily.
Pretty much. That's fair.
My husband and I still enjoy an active sex life. We're comfortable empty nesters with great lives. So why do I crush on guys in the gym? I've had crushes on 2 different men I see regularly while I work out. My current crush is not a youngster. He's definitely older than my kids, 30 plus. I'm so attracted to him. We've never spoken,
All right.
but we do recognize one another. I know this is silly, Jonathan, but I look forward to going there to the gym just in case he's there. I want to do more than just look. But I know nothing would ever happen between us, right? Could it? Help. Is it? Could it? No. No, but what?
So what's the question?
Help.
That's not a question.
Help.
Help?
I want to fucking help.
Nothing wrong with
I want to
crushing.
I want to fuck this guy.
Of course you do.
Then fuck him.
No.
Oh,
not what
don't.
I'm-
Okay. Then
Jesus.
fuck him.
Get
In his truck in the parking lot of the gym. YOLO.
I'm just saying.
Listen.
You're happily married.
Yeah.
Empty nesters.
Yeah, everything great.
You go to the gym. There's a couple of hot bods there.
dog.
It keeps you motivated to keep going there. Just
Fuck
be
'em.
happy.
Be happy to fuck him
in the
his
truck.
truck. I mean, come on.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm
Okay.
almost positive.
Almost positive. But you've left open the slight door to just, maybe you fuck. I don't know.
I just think it sounds healthy to me.
It sounds healthy. Her interest,
Her desire, the
her
fact that
simple,
she's
just I'm acknowledging.
the fact that she has these responses, that she's aware of
she
them.
thinks about all the time, that have taken over her daily life, all
I
of her
think
thoughts.
that's probably an exaggeration on your part. I think these are, I mean, obviously it's compelled her to write because she's having, thoughts. But I think probably the thing that's bothering her more than the thoughts is the guilt that she's feeling about it. And I think the guilt comes from a bit of our own, obviously, protection and love and awareness of our partner, but also in the social programming that somehow it is deviant to
puritanical
feel
thinking. I can't,
to feel that way. But you don't have any control over that.
No.
So
just-
you have to.
You have to go with what biology is telling you. If it's telling you it's right, can it be wrong?
Yes, but
Okay.
you could still feel the fact.
The
You could
body,
still feel
body,
the feeling.
skin to skin. Is that what you mean in the truck?
Why do you keep pushing this?
I just want her to live out loud.
So you think she should try to have sex with one of these men that are younger than her husband, older than her children at the gym?
It's just, who knows these days?
Doesn't seem to me that that's necessary.
Who knows? The truck beds are so big. These F-150s.
What is
It's
this,
just
a
they're
6-footer,
They're built
5-footer?
to fuck. Wouldn't be that big if they didn't. If these things aren't expected.
I think it's healthy.
It's healthy,
and
but healthy. You say, look, but don't touch.
just because you have a Van Gogh at home doesn't mean you don't want to go out and look at the Rembrandts, right?
Okay, I like it. I don't know.
Just because you have a Matisse. I mean, that's up to her.
I mean, let's say you
But
got
I'm
green
saying-
table grapes at home, but you're in that store and
There's
what
that
is it?
sweet cotton candy. What's up with those?
How could that be in a
Give me
grape?
I need a
Yep,
taste.
No. What if someone hit your hand and said,
Listen,
"No"?
I'm just saying, this woman takes care of herself. She's healthy. She's happily married.
Vibrant.
She's raised children. You're gonna find some fucking hunky 30-something
Trainer.
attractive in the gym. Don't beat yourself up about it. Don't also make any life-altering fucking decisions based off of it, because it's just because those happen to be the 30-somethings that you're put yourself around. I mean, this isn't like some destiny. It's just
Okay.
it's just proximity.
This isn't destiny. It's proximity.
And
I'm going to
just-
get a bumper sticker that says this. It's not destiny. What is it?
It's proximity.
Proximity.
But just feel the feelings.
Feel them.
Don't act
Don't
out.
touch them. Feel them. Feel the bodies.
You have no
Feel
choice
the feelings.
but to go through the feelings. You
Just-
can't stop the feelings, man.
She's trying. She's writing into you. She's asking. She
You
wants
know
to
it's
stop them.
true. You know as well as I do.
Hot coals just
we are
walk
not
over 'em.
in control of our minds
Of these meat bodies.
or our.
These minds.
We are in control of the meat bodies.
Yeah, watch
to
this.
some extent.
Boom. See that? I don't know what that's called in breakdancing, but it's fluid what I just did. Boom. Boom.
But we are.
But the mind.
We're
you
at the
mean
mercy of so many other things. Chemical things, biological things. It's just. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
not,
fine.
It's not destiny.
But realize that
Proximity.
if you try to pursue something like
you
that,
act on these
that you are
impulses,
you'll
derail and destroy
consciously then
several lives.
embarking on a life-altering course.
Yeah, you're going to destroy so many lives.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
Maybe.
Your own. Him and his wife. Your kids.
Why do you
their
assume
kids.
the gym rat is married?
I think the gym rat's married. And his wife got in the truck at Christmas with a big bow on it. You're going to fuck that old lady in the truck I bought you on Christmas? Unbelievable. I wrapped that in a bow and gave that to you on Christmas.
You fucked her.
It's Valentine's Day weekend and you're fucking this woman from the gym?
She's 20 years older than me.
Fuck!
25 years older than me.
Hey, listen. Baby. It's not destiny, it's proximity.
You know.
You know.
It says it on the back.
It says it on Brahma's fucking bumper sticker. Oh, man. How do I, we used to say, I'm in the book. How do I get in the book?
You call them.
You call the book?
Or you go on the online.
And you say,
But
hey,
you're going
book.
to divulge your girlfriend's address so she can get, murdered here by some crazy
that
UID
would be
fan?
awful.
So it's
Feels
rap.
so bad.
That's no longer in the book.
Where's Mizu? He was taken.
He got he's
Fan took him hostage.
on
What?
Facebook Live with him
Yeah.
right now.
The only way to get him back is he's got to do the show. It's like a misery situation.
I don't
They got
think
Mizu.
you're no longer in the book, brother.
Well, I'm off the grid, baby.
But I'm saying, there's no getting back to that.
it can't be in the book. You got to go off the grid, is what you're saying.
If you were to
If you care about your cat,
care about your family,
your girlfriend, and your girlfriend's cat,
yeah.
they got both the cats.
Um,
They got Daisy and Mizu. They're
I
gone.
believe you have to call the white pages, or you go to the white pages and submit. The other thing is, I think if you don't, I don't know. I thought if you didn't ask to be taken off, that you get automatically put on there, but I don't think that's the case anymore.
Oh,
I think
there's
it's
some people that are calling it saying, "Get me," like people that don't want to be in the white pages are
Yeah.
saying, "Get me the fuck out of here."
But I think it used to maybe be that way, but now it's the opposite. That if you want to be in there, you have to ask to be listed.
It's a club. You got to ask to get in.
It's an elite club.
This is an elite club. You belong to it. Yes, it's called.
I mean,
White
can we
Pages.
assume that the white pages have
Is that a
decreased considerably? You're not in the yellow pages, right? Yellow pages are for business.
Yellow pages
white
are
pages
business,
are
or they
residential.
still deliver that? That's a good resources.
But wouldn't we assume that the white pages back in the
would
day were
imagine.
like this, and now they're like this?
Well, if you assume that at one point there was only landlines, and everyone had a landline, and now you assume only me and my two dear friends that lived above me on Hobart are the only three people left in the city of Los Angeles with a landline. So,
And there's cell phones aren't on in the white pages.
I don't even know.
I don't know either.
I don't even know. Probably not, because people, you got my burner.
You don't have to have. You could have a telephone number listed and not an address.
I hear you. This is your landline. Interesting. Okay.
I believe. You
Okay.
don't have to have an address listed. You could just have a telephone.
It's a telephone number. You don't even have to. It is a landline, but no one would even think. You give a number out there, assuming when I say my number to somebody, I'm giving them a cell phone, right?
Yeah.
They don't assume I'm giving them a
No,
landline.
they assume that you're giving them a cell phone.
But does it really matter? How, if I happen to answer it in the studio, is there a difference?
Sonically?
Sonically, it's fantastic. I could just pretend I'm somewhere. I'm at the restaurant. Yeah, it's crazy here. It's takeout.
I gotta go.
Wow, vaccine. Yeah, I'm at the weed store. We're all vaccinated. Safest place in the world. Frontline healthcare workers. Thank you for your service, doctor.
Medicine
Dr.
deliver.
fucking dumb stoner. Dr. 20-year-old dumb stoner, thank you for your lifetime of service. I don't know.
It's a racket.
Got OJ getting it. Oh, OJ get it? Good, OJ, you should get it. Get it. Get it.
Get it, OJ.
Get it. Cut your wife's head off. Get it. The parents of your wife whose head you cut off, have they gotten it? Oh, they haven't. Put it right there. The juice is loose. So OJ's got it. And friend of the show, Chuck. Chuck's getting it. Chuck and OJ are both vaccinated.
Yeah.
Well, Chuck should be vaccinated because he's a treasure. Any friend of the show. I think first of all, UID listeners, essential. All in.
Yeah. All in.
You can show. You could reference something from an episode. You should be allowed some sort of access.
How long do you think it'll be before you and I have it?
I have no idea.
If you had to guess, would you say like 6 months or would you say like a year?
I thought it was supposed to be like now. I thought that no.
We're not going to get it anytime soon, unless we get like resourceful. If we just let ourselves just get put into the mix where we're supposed to, or 6 months,
we should,
which we're supposed to.
Like people we know that just like have cheated.
A lot of cheaters
out there. Cheaters, like.
I mean, I don't blame them.
I guess it's a life or death situation.
You just do what you got. If you got it in, you take it.
I guess, but isn't that
cheating?
Cheating? And isn't that bad?
But if we just allow the flow.
If you let it go naturally, it could be like your birthday in 2022 for all the fuck we know.
My homie went down to the hood and just waited in line. Because I guess all the hospitals in the hood, because...
What does that mean?
Like, kind of like the hood. Like, they have extra fucking doses every day at the end of it because a lot of people that are eligible aren't going in to get theirs there because they're afraid of it. Or not trusting of it. A lot of the African-American community is a little reluctant about these vaccines.
So you're saying...
So he went, him and my friend and both my friends... went down there.
Don't you have to show how old you are? And if you're not,
not
70?
in those situations, because that situation, that wasn't cheating. They literally waited in line, and at the end of the day, they were like, "Oh, we need to use these," and so
we already opened it.
Another friend,
what the fuck?
was in a CVS while they were closing.
We got one left.
We have two left, and the guy that got it didn't want it. He was afraid to get it, and then he was like. And so he ran around the store looking for an older person to be like, come and get this vax. Couldn't find anybody, and finally was just like, okay, I guess I'll get it.
What is this? This is I'm gonna go on Snopes and look that up. Somebody told you this happened?
Yeah, that happened. And
okay.
At the end of the day, there's cutoffs for how long they can stay on refrigerator or whatever.
So it happened to be it's the end of the day. We're closing. We can't either gonna throw this away, or like someone's gonna get it, and they're like. Are you in the mix?
And then
So you should hang out at the Rite Aid at 8 o'clock every night and just kind of like lurk by the Band-Aids.
And then like I'm saying, I think it is
I was just getting
a lot of
Band-Aids.
A lot of African American communities are like not trusting of these companies, and so they wind up with extras quite often. And so that was the word that my friend had heard, and he was just like, we just went and
waited.
End of the day, they were like, here. No fudging, no nothing. So I was like, if you're willing to go through the extra effort, by all fucking means.
That's totally fine.
But...
So I want to do anything unethical. I don't want to cheat.
Yeah.
If I want to get Band-Aids every night at closing time, if I want to shop for my Band-Aids 5 minutes before closing time at Rite Aid every night for 21 straight days until I get it, there's nothing cheating about that.
No. It's just being...
You're back again? Yeah. Thinking about them Band-Aids.
Damn Band-Aids.
Didn't buy them last 16 nights. Might buy him tonight. Listening. Leaning back. Got one left. Uno. Spin it. Yeah, I'm in. Do you want these Band-Aids, sir? No, actually, no. I'm gonna just give me the shot.
Just give me the shot.
Don't worry about it. Actually, let me get him. I'll put one over there. Boop.
Oh,
it's so tough.
6 months at least.
You think it's going to be that long?
I don't know.
Man. Well, after 15 years, I can wait 6 months, When you've been doing a show for 15 years, what's 6 months? It's like
nothing. A blip.
It's nothing.
It's a cat nap.
Exactly. Me and Mizu, are you guys still asleep? It's been 6 months. Oh, I'm in.
Time for your shot.
Time for your Band-Aid. I mean shot. Yeah, it's a very, very, very amazing. Thank you for your proposal to do this. And in 2005 was your idea. You proposed this idea at the beginning of 2005. If I had just fucking listened to you, oh my God.
We'd be the oldest podcast in the world.
Literally. We'd be at 16 years. Fuck me.
Took me a year.
Oh, yeah.
Took me a year.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Christmas of 2005, I got the book from your father. So you want to be a podcaster. A lot of technical talk in that book. One paragraph that said, so what's your podcast about? Don't worry about that. We got that. And then in February of 2006, the show went up. And now it's 15 years later, and we're at 8:44.
You know what time we recorded the episode?
I don't know, because we had done a couple, and then your dad was just like,
episode 1, which is not technically episode 1, but our first Yeah Dude episode was recorded on February 10th, but at 12:14 a.m. So technically the morning of the 11th. So the first show we did was started at midnight.
So young.
Remember how late we used to?
Well,
I think I drove home and it was like dusking a couple of times.
It was like, you'd hit like after hours. Well, when we were kids.
I mean, I was going to after hours only a few years ago after the show. I would leave and get coked up and wind up at some.
Let's hit this.
But I mean, these ones.
Warehouse downtown.
We were both sober.
Yeah, we go down to the.
I'd drive back to the valley and I'd be like,
go to Swingers, get pancakes. Like, what?
Nuts.
So what are you gonna do? We're kids. You're a 3-decade podcaster. We're a 3-decade podcast. 2006 to 2009, 2010 to 2019. Is that right? And then 2020 and 21. 3-decade podcasters. 3-decade podcaster. You started when you're how old? Well, you're 28?
26, 27, 27,
28?
28.
Can be 44 in August?
Yeah.
So if you were born in 77 and you started in 2006, you were how old? You were 28, going to be 29. Is that right?
I don't know.
You were born
77,
87, 97. So in August of 2007, you'd be 30. In August of 2006, you'd be 29. So you started when you were 28. And now you can be 44. Ooh, those numbers, man. Think about that. 2 plus 8 is 10. 4 plus 4 is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. 2 guys. I don't know, man.
February, second month of the year.
February, second month of the year. Wow.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. ALOT. Damn.
Come back for 845.
845.
If you can. Obviously, the world is crazy. People are struggling and suffering.
Except for Dwight and
except for
Church
GNC,
and Dwight.
the church and the church.
Yeah.
Church and Dwight and the Catholic Church. But we are listener-supported, commercial and advertising free, fully functioning off of your donation, charitable charity. Not charity. What is the right word? Dedication, support.
Collaborative efforts of all of us.
Go to our Patreon page and pledge to us. For $5 a month, you get access to all of the archived episodes that are not available on iTunes. You also get
15
access.
years of shows? A decade and a half of comedy?
And you get all the videoed, filmed episodes and all the live episodes. You also get discounts on merch. And more importantly, you get the pride of supporting
what a good feeling.
A sovereign podcast.
True. We're the original sovereign citizen podcast.
We thank you to everybody who already
So you guys do a
pledge.
podcast about sovereign issues? No, we just happen to be
traveling
officer. Section code 689 Corporation. Goodbye.
Out of the little crack in the window.
I have a crack in my window, and you will be sued. I will own your family. A good day.
Am I free to go?
Am I free to go? And because I'm white, this is totally allowed. And as a white person, I will be able to talk shit in your face into a tiny cracked window and talk for 25 minutes, and no one will drag me out of this fucking car. Meanwhile, another dude will be jaywalking, and a fucking tank will come in and be like, "Get that black dude." Why? Jaywalker. Yeah, but this guy over here has been like in your fucking face through a tiny crack on the window, talking about codes that don't exist. And if you read in the 1892 charter, Delaware versus kombucha. Fuck, man.
Come and
oh man.
Come and join us for another episode. Support the show.
Storm the Capitol. Get him.
Oh man.
Got him.
You guys got him.
Freedom.
Happy anniversary to
Happy
you guys
anniversary.
as well, the listeners that have been with us for all this time.
We done did this.
And come back for 845.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.